Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Four from TradingWinds.com, and this is our update for March 19th, 2018. Let's take a quick look at today's markets. Well, it was selling from start to finish today. Really, it all got started with Facebook, and we'll come back to that one stock in just a few minutes. But as I mentioned, the selling persisted throughout the day. We did get a bit of a late day bounce, but still closed significantly lower. The Dow was down 335 points today, while the S&P 500 was down nearly 40. Again, well off their lows, but still losing significant ground. The Nasdaq down 137 points, while the Russell was down 15.5 points. Everything else was fairly flat. Bonds were flat. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note edging up slightly to 2.857. Crude oil was fairly flat, as was the dollar index. However, there were pockets of strength. Gold managed to gain a little over 4 points, and the VIX popped up. Had a a decent gain actually of about 20% today. So there is fear coming back to the market. Now, as I mentioned, it started with Facebook. This after a story that conservative research firm Cambridge Analytics, which was hired by Donald Trump during the 2016 presidential elections, had gained access to data from 50 million different Facebook users. That really hit the stock hard. Facebook down over 12.5 points today, almost 7% lower. Where does it go from here? Let's take a look at this chart. Really, at this point, it's a choppy mess, but one easy and simple thing to do is mark the lows of the recent range. Now, if we take our drawing tool here and just sort of box this recent action here, that's what we're looking at here. We went from being near the top of this range to actually almost hitting the very bottom of it before bouncing a little. But Facebook is in trouble here. Momentum, the upward momentum it had, has been completely lost. Look at the volume today, extreme to say the least. If we look at the weekly chart, even here, if you look at that 20-period moving average, okay, it has flattened out, even started to turn slightly lower. So now that's two time frames, two of the higher time frames that are a little concerning here. If you look at the monthly, it still looks pretty good, but does show that there is room for this to pull back before hitting the next level of support somewhere around the 155 area. Okay, so we're currently sitting around 172.5. Heading down to the 155 area, another, significant drop there. But that does look likely at this point. Now, it has not been confirmed. If we take out these lows around 170, then I think this has a real good shot of hitting that 155 area. From there, still looks good for a bounce, I think. But it'll depend what happens with the market overall. Facebook, as I mentioned, led the way, but several other tech stocks like Amazon, Apple, Google, Netflix, all took significant losses today. Amazon down almost 27 points. We look at Apple, it was down 1.5%. Netflix here was lower by 1.5% as well, and Google, otherwise known as Alphabet, down over 3%. So we'll see where this takes us and how Facebook holds up tomorrow. But that's about it for now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you on our next update.